Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. The 5 most rare American silver eagles. Let's explore. The American silver eagle essentially has sunsetted with the Type 1 design this year. They'll make no more with that design. So it's good to take a look back after 35 years of production to see what are the key dates. What are the most rare and the most valuable of these coins that are out there? And I'll tell you a little personal story that I have with some of these as well. Fascinating indeed as we move into the next era of the American Silver Eagle with the Type 2. I believe that some of these coins will become even more prized and sought after when you take into account for sure the fact that they are not going to be making that design anymore. I'm going to be referencing an article here from Coin Week, the rarest American Silver Eagles here, by Bullion Shark LLC. I think this caps up the series fairly well. And if you are a collector of the American Silver Eagle of all types, and you don't really like the Type 2 design, this is probably a good place to stop. So this video may prove to be very valuable for you, especially if there are certain key dates or issues that you're wanting to get for your collection. It is turning 35 this year. It's the most widely collected and popular modern U.S. coin series that is sought by collectors and stackers as well all over the world. You probably have heard about the increase in demand for these coins in the past year due to the high demand for physical silver since the pandemic started, coupled with the production delays at the U.S. Mint during that period and the shortage of silver planchets needed for the various silver coins that the Mint issues, which has pushed up premiums on all silver eagles. We know that premiums in general for silver have been sky high as well. The recent introduction of a new reverse design for the series by Emily Damstra, known as the Type 2 2021 Silver Eagle with the reverse of 2021 that shows an American bald eagle about to land as it builds its nest, is also increasing demand for these coins and increasing the number of people who collect the series. And that will likely also push up demand for the key coins of the Silver Eagle series, with more collectors trying to obtain the lowest mintage coins and other high demand issues. As basic economic theory maintains, increased demand and limited supply will result in higher prices over time, that's for sure. But with around 100 different issues, think about that, 100 different issues of the Silver Eagle, 35 years, it's not just one per year. There's different mints, different finishes. During that time, in fact, 2011, there was a whole handful in one set you could get. With all the dates, mint marks, and finishes, which coins are key issues that collectors need? And what are the rarest? Well, let's look at the king of the Silver Eagles, the 1995 W proof. I saw one of those very recently at my LCS. They were going to send it off for grading because they bought it as part of the set that the person who sold it didn't know what they had. And therefore, they got a very pleasant price for the set based off of the value of the gold and silver, but not the numismatic value of that proof eagle. So it goes to show you that it does pay to do your homework to find out if you have a rarity or not. So the two kings of Silver Eagles are the 1995 W proof and the 2019 S Enhanced Reverse proof. I also had one of those in my hands and sold it to my local coin shop for a fairly decent profit. The mintages are very close to each other. The 1995 coin sold 30,125 pieces, while the 2019 has sales of 29,910. So not a whole lot less, but it does make it the rarest. But while their mintages are similar, their values differ greatly. with the older coin currently worth at least $3,000 ungraded or improved 69, and $15,000 to $20,000 improved 70. Think about those prices for a moment. I had the opportunity to buy the entire set of coins, including the gold, along with the Silver Eagle, the Proof W, at a coin show in the middle of the last decade, or actually 2 decades ago, about 20 years ago, for $3,000, and that was considered a steal back then for all the coins together. So it just goes to show you that some of these collectible rarities in the American Eagle program do well over time. That's not the highest levels it has seen in the past. This coin has had decades to establish its value, and to obtain it in the first place, buyers had to spend several $1,000s to purchase the 1995 10th anniversary Eagle set, which is a 4-piece gold set and the Proof Silver Eagle. The 2019 coin is worth at least $1,000 raw, or an approved 69, and twice that amount in more Proof 70. Future values for this coin are likely to go a lot higher, as it remains the lowest mintage coin of the series, especially with interest in the new reverse design getting more people interested in collecting the series. And I sold mine for about that much, maybe a little less. Recollect, there's videos that I posted talking about it, but I don't remember the titles of them. The third lowest mintage coin is the 2008 W with the reverse of 2007. That, according to a Freedom of Information Act response from the Mint, has a mintage of 46,318. It's quite a big jump from what we saw there before with the others. Indeed. This coin was issued when the Mint was changing the typeface used in the coin's reverse in 2008. Some coins were accidentally struck in 2008 with the reverse used through 2007. Raw and MS69 examples are worth $450 to $500, and MS70s are worth $1,100 or more. Now, this issue has been considered undervalued. Also, only about 23,000 of them have been graded by PCGS and NGC so far, and it's likely that not all of the other 23,000 examples have been discovered. So you have to keep your eye out, but there is differences there. You have to know what those differences are between that reverse of 2007 and 2008 to be able to see. So keep your eye out for coins of those years. Fourth is the 2020 WV75 Silver Eagle, whose sales were 74,743. In 2020, collectors were surprised to learn that the Mint would issue the first privy marked Silver Eagles, whose V75 privy was used to mark the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. It is worth at least $400 today, and $575 or more if graded Proof 70. And that was definitely a pleasant surprise. I got one of those and flipped it as well. The fifth lowest is the 2019 W Enhanced Reverse Proof that was part of the U.S.-Canada Pride of Two Nations set, issued that year, which has had final sales of $99,675. These run about $120 or over $200 and Proof 70. I still have my set of those. It's a beautiful coin. The sixth and seventh lowest after these 5 top rare coins. So honorable mention here, and then I'll talk a little bit about what you should be cautious and stay away from in terms of the Silver Eagles, even of the Type 1s that are out there. Do not be hoodwinked. And this key warning here as a bonus after we talk about the 6th and 7th lowest. 2 coins that have mintages just above the 5th coin. They were part of the 2011 25th anniversary set, whose mintages are both 99,982 and are the 2011 S Mint State and 2011 Reverse Proof coins. The S coin today brings $160 raw in MS69 and $285 in MS70, while the P coin is worth $260 ungraded and $425 in Proof 70. Or $260 in Proof 69. So essentially, 69s don't really add a whole lot. Proof 70s or 70 issues typically do a little bit more, but in all reality, I don't believe in modern coin grading. To me, they don't really add value at all, but that's not what the market says. But nonetheless, those are honorable mentions here. What to stay away from is any eagle that is indistinguishable from any other eagle that is in special packaging, such as limited edition silver proof sets that are essentially, the mint issues those every year, and it's essentially the same coins that you can find in other packaging for a higher premium. Don't spend your money on that. At least I wouldn't do it. If you like the packaging, that's one thing, but don't expect a higher numismatic value out of them down the road. And even more egregious is the emergency issue releases that we have seen, especially in 2020 because of the pandemic, by specially marked green boxes of monster boxes of these eagles that have designations that the only way you really know is what's on the slab or the packaging that says that this is an emergency issue coin. If that slab is broken, you're paying for the slab and not the coin. To me, that's not what coin collecting is about. And then the upcoming auction of the last and first of the Type 1, last of the Type 1, first of the Type 2 sets that will be auctioned off and sent, especially to dealers, that are going to be in packaging that says that they are the last and first produced. To me, that is not coin collecting at all. You're paying for the packaging. You're paying for a promise that someone else gives. And it's much more highly likely that those can be counterfeited or use the ignorance of some people with different packaging that people say this is what has happened, but it's not at all. And it can look totally different. So unless you're completely familiar with the packaging, you could be hoodwinked. I would never buy anything that where the coin looks the same as any other bullion coin, especially a bullion coin. That's something I'm going to stay very far away, and I recommend you do the same as well. Otherwise, the Silver Eagle series has proven to be quite interesting over the past 35 years, and it'll be interesting to see what happens for the next 35, whether or not you like the changes in the Eagle design. But if I were a collector of the Silver Eagle series, this would be a good time for me to stop collecting them. But nonetheless, it's too rich for my blood to get all of those for sure. But an interesting article indeed, fascinating. Kudos to Coin World for some of the stuff that they produce. And this article here by Bullion Shark was great, and really, I think, encapsulates, pun intended, the entire series here of the Eagles with the Type 1 design. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.